This Saturday night, motherfuckers, it's college football preview week
6?
Oh, fuck. Oh, my God.
7?
I don't know anymore.
I think 7.
I think it's 6.
No, because these teams have played 6 games. 7.
Oh, so it is 7. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, it's 7. Your college football preview. Here it is.
It's pretty good Batman.
It's rolling.
It was a pretty good Batman impression, by the way.
I don't know. I was just doing John. Well, okay, fine. I was doing Batman. Sometimes you try to be original and you're not original.
I didn't know Batman was such a big college football fan.
Batman's a huge college football fan. I was, I can't remember any Batman quotes right now. I remembered a Bane quote, but then I was like, no, that's Bane.
Let the games begin.
Yeah, there we go. I was born in the darkness. You merely adopted it. Anyway.
Let week 7 begin.
Let week 7 begin, my friend. Welcome to the college football preview. This is Eamon. I'm John. Last week was all right.
Oklahoma got knocked off their perch by Iowa State.
It was gonna happen. We just didn't know who was gonna do it. And Iowa State is literally one of the last teams I would have predicted was gonna knock off Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I mean, you would have had to pick someone off the list, but I wouldn't have picked Iowa State.
It was pretty amazing. We also had.
Well, the quarterback played both sides of the ball in the same game.
Yeah, it was. How often do you see that? It was
holy shit!
Outstanding.
That I think just for that reason alone, it's on my. I didn't watch any of it, unfortunately. I feel really bad that I missed it, but for that reason alone, it's on my potentially best game of the year.
It's up there. It's certainly the biggest upset of the year so far.
Mm-hmm.
Another great game was Miami.
Oh, yeah.
In the final seconds against Florida State.
That was pretty awesome.
That was a back and forth game.
Their offense was just on fire, though. I feel like when I saw that they were gonna have time with the ball left, I was like, okay, this is it.
Well, and there was a little bit of controversy at that goal line. That play that was ruled the winning touchdown. Did the guy actually cross the plane? There weren't really any real camera angles that could overturn it, but. Remember that?
Oh yeah, and they don't have pylon cams.
They don't have.
I think I remember thinking that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, why don't they have?
I think he got in. There was, or at the very least, there was no way to overturn it. And yeah, great
Not
game.
enough evidence. That's
great
right.
game though, and now Florida State is 1-3.
It's pretty incredible.
Although that quarterback they have is Blackman. He's got some skills.
He's not awful.
If he gets some more playing time, maybe he'll turn into a decent quarterback.
What Jimbo needs if he wants to.
He also needs to put on some weight. He looks like me out there.
If he wants to survive with that kid, he needs to get a running back. Honestly, if he wants to if he wants to go anywhere with this team, even with DeAndre back next year, he needs a running back. He needs not Dalvin Cook, but he needs someone who can carry the damn ball.
Yeah.
And is durable. But he could use a better O-line as well.
Definitely.
I don't know. We're 3.5 minutes in, so let's kick this show on the road. Eamon, take it.
All right. So we decided there are no real games worth talking about on Thursday or Friday. Despite Cal playing on Friday, they're probably going to lose pretty badly.
Yeah, we thought about that one. They're playing Washington State University.
Yeah, I don't really give us much of a shot.
And it's in Pullman?
No, it's here.
Oh, it's here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Washington State's pretty. Mike Leach will not lose.
They're great this year.
Yeah. I mean, we're down too many guys.
Yeah, true. So anyways, we're starting on Saturday at 9 a.m. with 24th ranked Texas Tech at WVU.
As you recall, WVU's... Was it that their only loss is the one against Tennessee?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Otherwise, they would have been undefeated. Eamon's checking that, but I'll talk about T-Tech. Spread offense. Absolutely just terrorist of a team.
You said West Virginia?
Yeah.
No, they haven't played Tennessee.
Oh, okay. What was...
They lost to Virginia Tech.
Oh, yeah, that was another tight game. There were 2 tight games in week 1.
And they lost to TCU in a close one last week, or their last game.
So, WV is no pushover. Texas Tech is a decent team.
This should be a real... I would expect this one to be a shootout.
Mm-hmm.
not seeing an over-under on here, but
it's Will Greer, I believe.
Will Greer is the quarterback for West Virginia. Yeah, he's decent. He's got 16 touchdowns, and Shimonik for Texas Tech has 14 touchdowns and 3 picks. Yeah, this will be
14 touchdowns in week 7, so he's thrown. That's so Texas Tech.
Yeah. Yeah, this should be a fun one.
Yep, this should be good. I'm looking forward to it. Can't guarantee I'll be awake.
I probably won't. I might catch the second half of this one.
Yeah. And we'll roll forward now to later in the day.
3.5. I'll give 3.5 stars.
I'm a dumbass.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
All of our
I apologize.
all of our
all right?
pageantry going out the window. I give it 3.5.
Sometimes I goof it. I'll give it. I'm gonna give it 4 because I think it's gonna be just trading touchdowns.
Cool.
Unless Will Greer throws a handful of picks.
Always possible.
Always possible. 12:30. Oklahoma, as I wrote them down as. Number 12, as you may have heard, they are not a playoff contender anymore. And they're going to be playing at Texas. Alexis, Texas.
Yeah, this is this will be this is how we'll know if Oklahoma either completely crumbles after losing one game and just gives up, or if they'll rally and want to beat up on Texas, who is their rival. Is a rivalry game.
Yeah, and a lot of this comes down to coaching. So we're gonna see, I don't know who's the guy who replaced Stoops?
Some guy.
He's some guy. So some guy replaced Bob Stoops, and we're gonna find out now if he's a real coach or not. Because part of being a real coach is you can rally your guys after a terrible loss. So.
And on the other side, if Texas is able to win this one, then that probably gives, what's his name?
Not Taggart.
No.
Houston guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Houston guy. It gives Houston.
Their coach. It probably gives him a longer leash.
Yeah.
Why can't I remember his name?
I don't know.
That's terrible on my part.
Hardman.
That's terrible on my part.
Harmon.
No.
Dan Harmon and Justin Roiland. Those guys.
Tom Herman.
Tom Herman. That's the guy.
He'll probably get a bit of a longer leash if he's able to pull off a win against Oklahoma.
We've already seen demonstrations that Tom Herman's a good coach. So he's telling his guys right now, this is Herman. He's telling his guys this week that this is a very winnable game for them.
Sure.
They're coming in hard. They've played some good games. They've played some bad games.
They almost beat USC.
But they're taking Oklahoma at home. So you got that going for you. And as Eamon pointed out to me, and I was unaware because I'm not a Texas guy, and I've never been to Texas, and I've never been to Oklahoma, and I have one friend who went to Oklahoma, Darren, saying that's like the extent of my connection. So I didn't even know this was a rivalry. Apparently it's a rivalry.
The Red River rivalry.
I didn't even know what that was. Red River rivalry? Yeah. I love college football, but I'm sorry. I don't know every rivalry.
Get out of my garage.
I know Catholics versus cons, baby.
4 stars for that one.
I'm gonna give that one. I'm gonna give it 3.5 because I'm afraid that Oklahoma's gonna show up.
Fair enough.
Let's move to our flip side 12:30 game. Oh, flip the card, flip the phone. Oh shit. We got Georgia Tech at Miami, number 11. Who's number 11 now? Who's number 11, baby? The U.
I see what you did there. 11.
11.
Yeah.
The U.
Yeah, they're all the way up to 11. They're ahead of Oklahoma, and still undefeated. And this is an interesting. We saw how close it was against Florida State. Georgia Tech.
Well, that's a Georgia. That's a rivalry game.
Oh yeah, Georgia Tech is always an interesting team to watch because they run the triple option.
And this was the team that this was what I mistook in the first game we talked about. Georgia Tech only lost on their schedule. Otherwise, they'd be ranked and undefeated.
Is that their only loss?
Their only loss is Tennessee. Partially because they had a good matchup against UCF that was canceled because of the hurricane, so that would have been a good test for them as well.
And that game against Tennessee was a real barn burner.
Yeah.
So I expect if they're able to knock off Miami here, which wouldn't be easy, but if they are, they would definitely find themselves in the top 25.
Absolutely. I'm a big U fan. I hope they can't do it, but
I'm not sold on their quarterback. Is the thing. So I don't know.
Sold on their quarterback.
So that's why
this is at Miami.
Yeah, that's why I give Georgia Tech a chance in this one. It'll be an interesting contrast in teams.
going to be in Hard Rock Stadium. I'm going to give it a 3.5.
Yeah, me too.
Because Miami could take this one. This could be the start of their downhill run into a potential playoff appearance.
Yeah, I'm not I'm not expecting that, but we'll see.
That would be amazing.
We'll see.
Next, we roll up to 4 p.m. I'm sorry, it's a sparse weekend. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games that we're previewing.
Yeah,
That's it.
It's bare bones.
Yeah, it's sad. But at 4 p.m. we have Texas A&M at Florida.
This is just a mess of a game.
Yeah, this
should be fun, but
why did we pick this one again?
You know what? It's sometimes the ugly games are the most fun.
I mean, it's an inter SEC game. They're both not awful.
Yeah, exactly. They're both not awful, but they're also just like
just
hot messes.
Okay, you whiners.
Jim McElwain is just a
shark humping weirdo.
Shark humping. Yeah, exactly. That's all it needs to
just
be said.
Just be glad we're not previewing Ole Miss, Missouri, okay? So shut up.
Or I think it was Georgia, Missouri.
Yeah, Georgia.
Yeah.
No. It was Ole Miss and someone else. It was 2 bad teams.
Yeah, Ole Miss and Vanderbilt.
Yeah. Just be glad we're not previewing that game, okay?
Don't watch that game.
Don't watch that game.
Please, for your sake.
I mean, Jesus.
This one at least has an element of
of mystery. Who's going to start for quarterback at Florida?
Yeah,
is Kevin Sumlin going to lose this game and then get fired?
Probably.
We don't know.
Probably.
We don't know.
Florida's wearing some fugly ass uniforms I saw on Twitter earlier.
Oh God, don't even. Oh no, I don't even want to see. Stop. Keep your hands in your pocket. I don't want to see any of them.
They are in my pockets.
Yeah, don't take them out. I don't want you to go on Twitter and be like, "Oh, check out these uniforms." No.
Just trust me, they are hideous.
Yeah, no.
I'll give this one 3.5.
I'll give it 3.5 too. No, yeah, 3.5. It's at Florida, 4 p.m. Let's move on because we're already at 12 minutes.
Oh my God. Dear God.
Okay. At 5 p.m., we have Utah, who had a tight game against Stanford last week that they should have probably been able to win. And they are going to be at number 13 USC.
Yeah, this is probably our best chance left for USC to catch another loss, barring a crazy upset. Utah, I'm always expecting them to give their opponents a run for their money.
They're one of those.
'Cause they're tough. They're defensive minded. They just kind of like stick around.
Yeah, and because of I'm not going to say that they're a bad school, but because it's a little easier to get guys in Utah. There's a lot of potential recruits that way that Stanford doesn't get.
Sure,
Utah,
and this is a big one for Utah because they're really the only competitors to USC in the South of the Pac-12. So if they win this one and maybe USC catches another loss somewhere else in their schedule, then Utah may be able to slide into the Pac-12 championship game somehow.
Yeah, because remind me, Utah does have 2 losses so far.
I believe so.
Yeah, I think they do.
At least.
But yeah, that's at 5 p.m.
I give that one 4 stars.
I'm gonna give it 3.5 because I'm worried that USC could wake up. Sam Darnold.
Utah only has the 1 loss. That's at Stanford last week. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
so Eamon's right. They could actually rival the South.
Yeah, they very well could
if they win this game. So that could be really interesting. So 5 p.m. Check that one out. Finally, our last Pac-12 game of the night. Because honestly, what else would we end the night with? Hawaii, San Jose State.
Yeah, baby. Oh. Love it. Go Spartans.
No, we're ending with Pac-12 on Pac-12 violence.
This is Pac-12 after dark.
8 p.m. Oregon.
Well after dark. 8 p.m. Jesus Christ, Larry Scott.
Pacific
Larry
time.
Scott, you're a fucking
You're an idiot.
You're just an
You're an
asshole.
Idiot. And I don't know why Peterson didn't criticize the NCAA and Larry Scott in the Pac-12 last week, but he should have. Because it's a fucking travesty what you people get away with.
Anyway, Oregon at number 23, Stanford. Stanford's on a little bit of a roll right now, even after they started off shitty.
Let's
And Oregon, I just don't get them. Like
I don't know where they're going. Are they
I mean,
good?
I thought
Are they bad?
I did think they would lose last week to Washington State, but I thought they'd give them a game, and they really didn't.
Yeah, I mean they didn't give them any. I don't know. That was like
blowout.
And wasn't it at home? No, it was at Pullman.
I'm pretty sure it was in Eugene.
It wasn't. Yeah, you're right. It was in Eugene.
Yeah. So yeah, I just don't get Oregon.
Yeah.
I mean, they're good, but they're not like a threat.
Yeah, I mean it's weird to see them like beat Cal badly and then get blown out by Washington State.
Although, Washington State is good, and I expected them to win that game, but still.
Yeah,
Plus, Oregon also lost to Arizona State. Let us not forget.
Yeah. Hey man, it's true what they say. It's matchups.
And they almost lost to Nebraska. I mean, Jesus.
Matchups.
True.
Matchups.
And Stanford, they're so boring.
Stanford's got a physical front line, kind of like Arizona State.
An 8 p.m. game at Stanford. There's going to be approximately 400 people in the crowd.
Maybe the student section, because school started last week. 2 weeks ago.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Anyways, I give this one 3.5.
I'm gonna give it a 3. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it a 3 too.
I'm a little.
Actually, I'm gonna give it a 2.5. I'm not even gonna watch this game.
Well, if KJ Costello starts, which
he's not. He's not. I read today.
All right, that has been your week 7 college football preview review. I'm Andy Roomy. John Amercon. John?
I'm morally safer.
And he's morally safer. It's been your college football preview, week 7. We'll see you next time on your college football preview. Not theirs. It's all yours.